Hi, in this video, I am going to show you a couple of tips that you can use to optimize your businesses to rank properly on Google and other search engines that you may be using. Basically, using SEO tactics, and if you also choose to use the paid ad tactic, the Google ads, I'm going to give you tips as well that you can do Google ads correctly. So I'm going to be sharing with you about 15-20 tips to rank quickly on Google. But in this video, I'm going to do 5 tips, and the subsequent videos, I'm going to break those ones to maybe another five, so I don't stuff you with too much information on what to do. Hence, segmenting them into 5 tips per video. My name is Leo Samudiame. We are the owners of Juicer Branded Gifts and Clothing Limited, popularly known as Juicer Branding. We sell and brand promotional products for corporate organizations and even and individuals in Nigeria, in South Africa, in Kenya, and other countries as well. I am also a digital marketing expert trained by London Business School. On the screen, you will see a badge from London Business School for a great performance given to me during my journey with them. So, in my journey with them on mastering digital marketing in an AI world, we were about 80 of us in my time during the program. 80 of us from different countries. I was the only person from Africa, and eventually we did a competition to deploy these learnings, these top hacks from London Business School, but using a platform called Student. Those who know what Student is, and so they can easily relate to this. Is actually a platform where you can carry out real life practices on whatever it is that you are learning, real life scenario. But in our case, it was a real life scenario where you have to optimize websites you for companies, and you do Google ads, social media ads for companies and all, to actually see your performance deploying those learnings from London Business School. And that was exactly what we did with this, where I taught everybody. And another beautiful thing is, as the learning was ongoing, I was deploying those hacks into our businesses, and I saw our businesses rank within 0 to 2 months as number one on some keywords. I'm proud to when I journeyed with London Business School, and this we were spending high on Google Ads because we were looking for ways to rank as number one with Google. It was a tough call. I tried all manner of skills. It wasn't working until I decided to join a London Business School. I can remember then we were spending. So in order for us to actually become visible, we were left with no choice than to do Google Ads. So we were spending sometimes $100 a day, $200 a day, $300 a day to make sure we push out our products, our services, our value propositions, basically to the world. So it was really and pretty much expensive until London Business School came to rescue. I'm going to be showing you those hacks so you can deploy them in your businesses as well. So to further know me, we also have other businesses. We play also in the real estate space, or we play in the HR space as well. I own an MBA from the prestigious Lagos Business School. also have an IT and background, but my first degree was done in electrical electronics engineering. So, that being said, let's dive into these tips that I have for you today. So, like I said, I have about 15 tips that I'm going to be sharing with you, but I'm just going to, in this video, I'm going to share 5 tips with you. So, let me just do a high level summary of what those 5 tips for today. So, tip one is where to start your SEO journey. So, I'm coming back to give you tips on that. And tip two is the importance of SEO in 2025. Tip three is research, keyword research hacks, and leveraging AI. And tip four is your website content, what to do with your website content. And tip five will be the structure and design of your website, the user friendliness of your website. So these are the 5 tips that I'll be sharing with you today, and in other videos, subsequent videos, I will be opening you up to other tips like on page, which is on site SEO, and off-site SEO, speaking about backlinks. And I'll also be exposing you to what to do for Google to quickly crawl your website for indexing. I'll be sharing with you also the sizes of image in pixels that you are supposed to use on your website so Google can also index those images. You and I will also be giving you tips on how to do Google Ads, and is a fantastic thing that I think you should know. So to rank properly on Google, you must understand how to do SEO properly and also how to do Google Ads properly. So if you look at top businesses in the world, let us use Amazon for instance. So you see Amazon still ranks on Google when you type in some keywords or when you type in some form of query. Um, on Google, Amazon still ranks organically for some keywords as number one, but there's sometimes if you look closely, you will see Amazon ranking, but with a small label under showing sponsor. So Amazon still uses both SEO and Google Ads. So that mix is a fantastic strategy that you must use, whether you're ranking as number one or not. So now let's quickly dive back to the very first tip, which is where your SEO journey starts. So this is a hack that a lot of people really do not know about. Your SEO journey actually starts from registering your business. So if you are looking at registering a business, and maybe you have already registered your business, um, I will show you other ways that you can apply the learnings without having to worry about this very first tip. But yes, maybe you want to start another business in the future, so this is still going to be very helpful to you. So this first tip is when you're registering your business, you need to be super interested in the names that you are using as it relates to your business. So the first thing to do is you already know the business that you want to start. You know what your value proposition and value propositions are. When you're incorporating that business name, right? Let the name of the business also speak to the services that you do. So a typical example is, let's say I want to register a billboard company, for instance, a digital marketing or digital advertising company, but specializing on billboards, for instance. So let's say the name of that company is Covix. So I can say, I can't just say maybe Covix and Co. So nobody knows what Covix is, and for people to be able to know exactly what that business does in a glance. So you need to actually incorporate those words that people can just look at and understand quickly what that business is about. So Covix wants to do billboard, so it is important for billboard to be incorporated into that name. And before you do that, right, before you pick what you want to add to the other names, you need to do a keyword research quickly on those words that you want to put together. So you check if billboard is a higher ranking keyword, if digital is a higher ranking keyword. All right. So that way you see that both are high ranking keywords. So this is the first hack. When you see that both of them are high ranking keywords, then you can now come and do something like COVID's digital billboard, for instance. So what you have done is you have taken two high ranking keywords, digital and billboard, and you've added it to another particular name, for registration. That's the first journey, and that's the first tip that I'm sharing with you now. So the reason why that works is when you now have COVID's digital billboard, for instance, and you want to get a domain name for that business. Your domain name will now be www.covicsdigitalbillboard.com.ng. So what you have done is you have now incorporated two high-ranking keywords that is now going to form your URL for you. So URL is one secret that can help you rank properly on Google if you have the right keywords stuff in your URL. So nobody tells you that, but URL having high ranking keywords will actually help you rank on Google and other search engine that you may be using. So that is tip one. So tip two is the importance of SEO in 2025. Like I said before, SEO, search engine optimization, is important if you want to cut down on your advertising budget. So, what you would have been paying Google so much to keep you on the first page, you can actually make that happen if you know how to optimize your website to rank organically. So, optimizing your website to rank organically is super important, and one of the ways you can do that is the tip one that I've shared. And now another way that you can do that is doing a proper SEO integration into your pages on your website. So now, the next tip that I'm going to share with you, which is super important, is actually um, keyword research leveraging on AI. Now you have registered your business and you've been able to incorporate two two high ranking keywords into that, and now you now have your URL having keywords in them. So how do you do proper keyword research? You already know what your business is about, right? You can now leverage AI to help you get high ranking keywords. We call it prompt engineering. I'm going to share with you how that works. So now I know what my business is about. You know what your business is about. So you take what your business is about to any of the Google or any of the AI tools that you are currently using, whether you are using a Grok 3 like myself, or you are using ChatGPT, we are using Compose AI, and I use Compose AI when I was doing my learnings with London Business School. So take that value proposition, throw it into any of the AI tools that you're using, and use a very good prompt engineering to prompt that AI on what you want the AI to do. A typical example is we are a company in, so using same example, we're a company in the digital marketing space specializing on billboards. I need you to give me 10 or 20 high ranking keywords as it relates to this niche. that we are playing in. So you hit your enter button, and that your AI tool will generate high ranking keywords for you. So let's say 20 high ranking keywords from you. So generating that 20 high ranking keywords for you, you don't need to stop there. You take these high ranking keywords and throw them into websites that can help you check how those keywords are performing. So that's another hack. Excuse me. That's another hack that I believe people also, the experts will also not tell you. So you take those high ranking keywords, right? Use tools like SEMrush, you use tools like Ref, you use tools like Spyful. So you take these keywords, you throw them into any of them, whether you're using Spyful, whether you're using SEMrush, Moz, as the case may be. When you throw these keywords in, so these websites will tell you the search volume of that particular keyword. These websites will tell you the competition of that keyword. So whether it's a keyword that has got a high competition or is a keyword that has got a high volume of searches or not. So, but my recommendation is when you throw it in, check if that particular keyword is got high volume search on a monthly basis, and secondly, check if it's got low competition. So, if it has low competition and high search volume, that's a fantastic keyword that you should incorporate into your business. So repeat same for the 20 keywords that you have, then it will help you narrow down even more on the ones you should use. So that's another hack that you must not joke with if you want to rank on Google search engine. Then, having done this, the third hack that I'm going to share with you now is how to use these keywords that you have done the researches on, how to use them on your website finally. So now you now have high ranking keywords with you. So hack three now is how to use those keywords on your website. So if you already have a developed website, all right, you take these high ranking keywords, go back to the AI tools that you are using. If it's ChatGPT you're using, if it's Grok 3 you're using, copy your homepage or your About Us page, right? Copy the content that you already have there. Throw that content into your AI tool and give another instruction to that AI tool. Remember, I said prompt engineering. Prompt engineering is you knowing how to give the right prompts to these AI tools to give you the answers that you need. Maybe I'll try and make a video on how to do prompt engineering properly, or even get a speaker to um, come speak on that. But if you're enjoying this so far, if you're getting value from this video so far, hit the like button, subscribe, stay tuned, share with your family, share with your friends. We rise by helping others. So share this with them, let them also tap from the learnings and these tips that I'm sharing with you today. So take your content that you've written already. Let's say, okay, let's focus on the homepage content, for instance. So you take that homepage content, go back to your AI tool and say, this is our homepage content, and copy those high-ranking keywords that you have done those researches on. So take those high-ranking keywords and say, these are high-ranking keywords for our businesses. I want you to incorporate, so rewrite this homepage content that I have pasted here. Write that homepage content, incorporating these keywords into that homepage content for us without keyword stuffing. So that's another thing that you need to watch out for. When you take those keywords that you have researched and you go back and stuff those keywords into your content, Google will penalize you for it. So the algorithm is going to pick it as keyword stuffing and you're going to get penalized for it. But here's how to do it. Now that you have the keywords, right? So you need to see how you can incorporate the keywords in your content, in your homepage content, without stuffing them in. Yes, you need to have your content readable. I need to be able to come to your website and read your value proposition and probably all the other things that you do without having to see too many repetition of a particular word. So that's basically what I mean by keyword stuffing. But in today's world where AI is really helping do some of all of these things. So if you do that prompt engineering, like I said, just give an AI instruction that I want you to incorporate these keywords into this write-up, you should be able to have a fantastic write-up. So when that is done, you should pick that back and put it in your homepage. That's hack three. That's maybe you do not know yet. So now you have high-ranking keywords in your business name. You have high-ranking keywords incorporated into your URL, and you have high-ranking keyword now in the content in your homepage content that you have put together. So I'm saying digital billboard, right, on the URL and the body. So that's the homepage now. I'm saying same keyword again, written in different ways in the content that we have on the homepage. So Google's algorithm can easily look at both and pick. So that's a super hack that people really do not share when it comes to search engine optimization. So I'm going to share the two more hacks now that I'm going to share is hack four now, which is the structure, design and structure of your website. Yes, you need to make sure that your website has got speed, and you need to make sure that your website is user friendly. So the user friendliness of your website on the mobile version and the desktop version is super important in making um, your website rank properly. So you must check if your website has got a good speed, and check if your website is mobile friendly. Check if your website is desktop friendly. So if you can do that yourself, you can have your developers do that. And also, there are tools that you can use to do website audits that will audit your website and tell you exactly how your website is performing, the things that you need to fix on your website. So design the user friendliness of your website is super important. That's hack four. Because anybody who comes to your website and your website is very slow and it's not user friendly, they're going to dump your website and move on to the next. So that's hack four. Then hack five is how to make Google crawl your website. So, regardless of what you have done on your website, all right, if Google doesn't crawl that website, indexing cannot happen, right? So, hack five is you need to take your URL to Google for indexing. Yes, Google can sometimes crawl your website on its own, but you need to see how you can forcefully make that happen. And you can make Google crawl your website by taking your website, then setting up a Google search engine console where Google search engine console where you can take your website, paste the URL of your website on that Google search engine console, and Google search engine console will do two things. One will check if that URL it's available for indexing, right? And when it's available for indexing, then Google can now crawl your website when you click on index website. So Google will queue you and crawl your website for indexing. So that must happen. So Google can pick your information, Google algorithm can pick your information that will be used for that ranking purpose. So I'm going to show you in the next video another 5 hacks how you can actually index each of those pages, how you can optimize your meta description, how you can write your title tags using these keywords, how you can write your tags, how you can optimize your meta description for for top visibility leading to ranking. So if you've gotten value from this so far, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more contents that are already on their way and this, and share with your family and friends. So bringing this to an end now, looking forward to seeing you in the next video. So stay tuned and have a good one.